Hi, everybody. It's Anne, the Purple Goddess. How are you? I'm really excited to be here to do a little sharing with you about a tarot card. And I'm wearing, as usual, my purple gloves, and I've got my magic wand. We have a really good card today. And if you're ready, let's get right to it, okay? So, this card is in the Suit of Cups, and it's the Page of Cups. And cups are about our feelings. So here we have a page, which is a young royal person. Let's take a look at what they look like before we talk about the meaning. So first of all, this is a page that's curious. He's in a stance, or they're in a stance that's kind of curious about what's in this cup and maybe a little cautious. If you look at their feet and their whole pose, actually, with their hands and their feet, represent kind of flexibility, but maybe a little reluctant about something. So it's an interesting pose. And this person, this page, is wearing this magnificent blue kind of headdress and scarf. And blue represents the color associated with our throat chakra when we have to speak something. So it's almost like they're getting ready to say something with this magnificent headdress and scarf. And the person is wearing a tunic that's got lilies on it, or perhaps a lotus. And the lotus, as you all know, I'm sure, is this beautiful little flower that floats on the water that comes out of the mud. And it's a reminder that we are surrounded by beauty, and wearing beauty and wearing a headdress where we can, speak our truth when we're ready. And in the background's kind of an interesting choppy waters, but the person's got their feet firmly planted on the ground, which is yellow, which is all about the sunshine. So, but what's the most obvious thing that you see in this card that kind of would suggest a bit of a mystery with this teaching? We have a fish coming out of a cup. Now, normally in a cup, you don't have a fish coming out, right? So, is there something in your life right now that's emerged that's a bit of a surprise? This page is kind of looking at the cup like, what is the fish doing in the cup? Like, they're curious and they're kind of cautious. Like, what is this? So has something come into your life right now out of the blue? And this could be anything. Only you know what this might be for you right now. Is it that you've got some kind of new love interest that's come out of the blue? Is it something like you're seeing a friendship in a new light? Is there a new job opportunity? Or is there some kind of new feeling that's kind of coming or emerging within you? Because the fish is also a symbol of spirituality. Do you have some kind of new insight or wisdom as a result of something that perhaps you're reading? I'm reading right now with a friend a beautiful book by Sue Monk Kidd called The Book of Longings. So longings is an interesting concept. What is it that you're longing for? At the end of the day, we're longing for kind of three things. We're longing for complete union within ourself as ourself. We're longing for a union with a beloved, somebody that loves us unconditionally and knows who we are. And we're longing for spiritual union with the divine source. So I want you to think about, where's your longing? And this card can also be a metaphor for the page, looking at their longing or their yearning, symbolized by the fish, and wondering with this stance, is it going to come to me? Is it going to happen? Is my longing and yearning going to manifest in my life? So I would encourage you to think about your longing and to reflect on whether something's emerging in your life right now that's a bit of a mystery and a surprise. And if it is, don't be afraid of it. Sometimes these new feelings symbolized by the cup are things that we can focus on, and perhaps they're providing us with like a little poetic inspiration in our life. Maybe it's time for you to do some writing, reflecting, being open to receiving what you long for, because the universe wants us to receive what we're longing for, because the gift comes to us in many different ways, and sometimes it comes as a surprise. So I want you to think about that. It's spring, new things are happening. The Page of Cups is here to invite you into something magnificent. And I wish you well as you remain curious about your feelings and the new surprise that might be emerging from the cup. Till we meet again, blessed be.